Hello everyone, I'm going to talk of the importance of eating fermented millets today and show you how easy it is to make them part of our daily diet. So fermented foods have been part of the human tradition across different cultures and from ancient times. The process of fermentation introduces microbiomes that our body needs to perform a variety of physiological functions. They help our body complete those biochemical processes which will remain incomplete in their absence. Today, it is the absence of so many of these microbiomes in our body, in our gut primarily, that is responsible for the conditions that we are seeing increasing every day. So many wise people have said we are what we eat. And that is true because what we eat and the microbiomes that exist in our body are controlling the way we think, the way we feel. So many people, including children, are increasingly being afflicted by depression or not feeling good, feeling tired. Almost every chronic condition is now attributed to microbial imbalance. And a lot of research is now pointing at missing microbiomes as being responsible for these conditions. So why millets? Our body needs carbohydrates, the right kind of carbohydrates, because carbohydrates is a source of energy, the source of glucose which gives energy. And wheat and rice are not the right kind of carbohydrates for us because they enter way too fast in the blood, causing glucose spikes. Not only are they implicated in diabetes but also in other conditions including hypertension, high cholesterol, and a variety of other organ malfunction. I will talk about millets in another video, but I just want to emphasize the fact that millets are the only grains that do not at any point spike up the glucose level in our body. That's because the fiber in the small millets is unique. The nature of the fiber that is present in millets causes a slow and steady release of glucose in the body, and that is the reason why there is never a spike of glucose at any point in the body. The breakdown of millets in the body also results in the production of what's called short-chain fatty acids. These short-chain fatty acids spawn the growth of a variety of healthy gut microbes. We know of the connection between the gut and the brain today. Whatever happens in the gut affects the way we feel, affects the way our brain functions. These short-chain fatty acids transmitted to the brain induces calmness in the brain. To have good microbes and to have microbial balance is critical for us at all times. Fermented millets provides us these microbes. Between the fiber that is found in all these 5 small millets, which is foxtail, kodo, little millet, barnyard, and brown top, we are able to introduce a variety of microbiomes that help us in various biochemical processes that are taking place in the body. Different kinds of microbes are needed to perform different physiological functions, like digestive functions, like immune functions, like creating targeted antibodies which are helpful to fight off pathogens, like manufacture of different vitamins. And that is why it's important that we eat all the 5 small millets. We ferment all 5 small millets. Eating all these 5 millets, preferably in fermented form, we will be able to restore the microbial imbalance that is disrupted in many of us today. Microbes in humans are destroyed by foods that carry antibiotics used in their production. It is common in industrial farming to spray antibiotics on produce as pesticides to be injected in animals directly or added to their feed and water. These antibiotics enter us when we eat these foods. B12, which we think as source from meat, is actually produced by microbes. They improve the sleep quality and reduce the effects of stress in our body. And the other important function that microbes help that we get from fermented millets is detoxing, is the process of cleaning our body. Glutathione, which is considered a master detox agent, is produced by microbes in our body. They reduce circulation of toxins in our body and reduce the burden that falls on our organs like kidney and liver to do this cleansing process. Eating fermented millets for a period of 6 to 9 months, sometimes more, actually helps us reverse many of the conditions that are today labeled irreversible and chronic. The process of fermenting all the 5 small millets is the same. And it is important to soak all these 5 millets for 6 to 8 hours before we cook them, whether we ferment them or not. Follow the soaking and the cooking process. These millets can be eaten by anyone, all age groups, in all weathers. The important thing is to soak these millets, because the process of soaking helps in the absorption of water by the fibers, and it activates the enzymes and initiates the processes taking place inside the grain. There is a little bit of learning, some effort and organization involved, like with everything else. But then when you experience the results, as have so many others, you will agree that it is totally worth it.
The sustainer. Oh, I know it all comes from the sun, the prayer of life. If food is the sustainer, the sustenance thereof, then food is life. We are the God eaters. Soil holds the life, microbes, minerals. Soil is the living, dynamic medium that supports plants by providing them with the food of mineral nutrients and organic matter rather than food in the sense of sugars produced by photosynthesis. In other words, while plants make their own food through photosynthesis, using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, the soil supplies essential nutrients, including macronutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and secondary nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and sulfur, plus a variety of micronutrients like iron, manganese, zinc, copper, boron, and molybdenum that the plants need to build proteins, enzymes, and other vitamins elemental molecules. Additionally, soil houses organic matter, decayed plant and animal residues, along with a vast array of microorganisms that help decompose matter into forms that make these nutrients available to the plant roots. Thus, the soil is not the source of the energy-rich food created by the plant, but rather the reservoir of minerals and minerals are organic components that act like nutrients or plant food, essential for robust growth, reproduction, and overall plant health. If food is the sustainer, the sustenance of life, then food is God. Then we must think Jah Moon, Jah Sun, Jah Rain. God is all things, from the tiniest atom to the largest star. Dwells within you as you, we are all one God. Rastafari, I must say one love. We are the food we eat, we are the God eaters. Give Jah thanks and praises for His Son, the one who shines from above. Open your hands and heart to the light of the world, the earth on which we stand. Thank Jah for the rain, the blood of life, carrier of life. We are the plants that grow. Pure lyric is true in rays of sun. All the flowers are aware of it, and we are laughing.
Blessed be Amma, who sent down the 8 grains by the 8 ancestors. Out of the Kora-na emerged the 8 ancestors of humanity. They came forth with 8 grains: millet, black rice, chickpea, sorghum, teff, wheat, kamut, maize, pigeon peas. Their mission is to cultivate the land and grow the celestial grain so that everyone could live in abundance. They were also supposed to reproduce and spread throughout the world, bringing the spiritual technologies contained within the Kora-na with them. The 8 ancestors and their offspring were charged with conducting important ceremonies such as the Siji ceremony. The Siji is performed every 60 years when the planets Jupiter and Saturn are aligned. The Siji reestablishes the bond of the fish people who sacrifice their divine self to their homeland across the waters, Sirius. The ultimate purpose the Dogon say they have is to maintain this extra terrestrial connection by establishing sacred sites and celestial granaries throughout the world in an effort to prepare Earth for Izabai, the day of the earth, of the fish, when the earth and Sirius align. The great conjunction, Tabatolo, the reuniting of the twin placentas is going healing millet, the holy grain of the gods.
sickly, but not too moist. And we're going to have a airy time. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself of this time. We call the Holy Master Classroom Jamming. I am the urban mystic chef, Aitor Ayman, or Arabic, Itor Iman, natural man of natural faith. Yes, I am. Almost finished. Intuitively, I feel pistachios and raisins. Pumpkin. This one. Thanksgiving in September. Pistachios and raisins are missing. I missed them. Okay. And when I heat this up and put